Our relationships are a mirror. So when your partner is bothering you, when you're getting triggered by something that they're doing, guess who needs to do the work? It's not them. They don't need to change their behavior. You need to clean up what's going on inside of you. Why are you getting triggered? The reason that it bothers you is because you have something that exists inside you that needs to be looked at. It needs to be cleaned up and healed. And once that inner work is done, that trigger won't bother you anymore. And that's a reflection. You'll know that you've done the healing work. We always want to thank our partners. When you're triggered, thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you for showing me where I have work to do, where I can work on myself because something's out of balance and I need to look at it. It can be really easy to blame our partner. It can be really easy to project onto them, well, I'm upset because you did that. I'm not okay because you acted in that way. No, honey, you're not okay because you decided to let yourself not be okay. This is the brilliance of being in a relationship. If you are in an intimate relationship with another human, congratulations, because you are on an accelerated personal and spiritual development path, because in partnership with somebody in close proximity, they will show you every single trauma, drama, trigger that you have. So if you're upset, if you're troubled, if you're frustrating, pause, take a step back from your partner and do the introspection work to find out, why am I so upset? What is this triggering? What's at the root? Why is this bothering me? And if you're willing to go deeper, you'll actually find what's at the core, and that's what needs to be looked at, and that's what needs to be healed. If you want to take this work deeper, you can book a session with me below. I am happy to help you navigate your relationship with yourself as well as with your partner. The next key to having a successful relationship is being willing to have uncomfortable conversations. This is one of the reasons that a lot of relationships don't make it, because they're not willing to have those uncomfortable conversations, to let your partner see you in your tears and your vulnerability and your authenticity. That's what it takes to have a really great relationship, not just any relationship, but another human who sees you, who can meet you and match you in your vulnerability, where you feel safe enough, where you can express yourself, your needs, your desires, whatever you need to bring to that conversation. A lot of people are unwilling to go there because it's painful, because it's very vulnerable, and for some people that can feel unsafe. But me and my husband being willing to have these conversations has saved our marriage more than once. So I have found it is a key to having successful relationships. You need to be willing to have those conversations that you've been avoiding. And if you've been avoiding it, you know that it is time that you need to have that conversation. The third key to having successful relationships is you got to be willing to look at your resentments. Resentments are a relationship killer. All resentment is a buildup of these negative thought projections. And if you're willing to look at them, they can be transformed, because ideally we don't want to hold any resentment toward our partner or anyone really. The way that you transform these is to be willing to look at what the actual resentments are. We always go to the deeper meaning. What does it mean? What does it mean about my partner? What does it mean about me? And those meanings are unique to you. You've assigned a meaning to these that nobody else has assigned. They are deeply personal. Usually we've made them mean something very negative, either about us or our partner. So we move into healing and we move into forgiving. And that's how we transform any kind of projections and resentments toward our partner. Resentments will kill your relationship faster than anything else. I don't advise going at this alone if you're not practiced in personal development work. I'm happy to navigate this journey with you in a private session. The fourth key to having successful relationship is you have to set healthy boundaries. I've worked with several hundred women that have had issues with setting strong, healthy boundaries. There's confusion around boundaries being something that means they're mean or they're unkind. But what I've taught them, and you can do this too, setting a healthy boundary is a very kind thing to do. You can do it in a loving, kind way. And what it does is it models to other people how to set healthy, firm boundaries. And we have a lack of people that have these boundaries. So just you creating healthy boundaries in your own relationship does wonders, not just for you in the relationship, but everyone in your world, because you're then showing them how to set those healthy boundaries. They're seeing that modeled to them. It's going to be connected to the fifth key, which is going to be to express your needs and desires. You as a human being, you have your unique needs and desires, especially at different seasons in your relationship. So if you have young kids, your needs and desires are going to be different than if it's just you guys and no kids and you're in your early 20s. 20s, or in every phase of the relationship, your needs and desires are going to wane. You want to be able to express that, to be in conversation, to be seen in your raw and realness and your vulnerability and say, I need this. And I can remember quite a few occasions where this has happened in our relationship, this expression of we've changed into a different phase and my needs are different, his needs are different. And being able to communicate that to each other is what has created this incredible relationship that we have. So being able to have firm boundaries, and sometimes that can mean non-negotiables. I'm available for this, I'm not available for this, and holding firm to that boundaries. I need you to call me on your way home, or I need you to bring me flowers once a week, or whatever your thing is, the expression of it in addition to, this is a non-negotiable for me. I am only available to be treated with respect, or insert whatever. They coincide and they go together, but this really sets you up with such a beautiful foundation to have such a successful relationship. Last one, and this might be the most critical. You have to be a safe place for your partner, but the safety begins in you. You can't be a safe place for your partner if you're not a safe place for you. And I have found with the hundreds of women that I work with, most women are not a safe place for themselves. So they certainly can't provide or be a safe place for their partner. I've coached a lot of my single clients to date themselves first. We take 6 solid months, they clean up themselves and they date themselves first. And then that's when they actually become ready to call in a partner. Becoming a safe place means not being at war with yourself. Many women struggle with this. There is a war in their thoughts. There's a war in their hearts. There's a war in their actions and what they should have done or could have done. And they're a war zone inside. They can't give their partner something they don't have. Doing that inner work first to become a safety zone for yourself is going to be necessary before you could even become a safe place for your partner. And partners respond differently when they feel that they are in a safe place with their partner. I'm sure you have moments of safety where your partner really opens up because you were a safe place for them. But many a times the relationship dynamics are offensive and defensive because they haven't created this safety. There's just more of attack going on, and the attack going on, back to number one, mirrors the internal attack that's going on. You can't possibly have two people in a harmonious relationship that both have internal wars going on because the internal is expressed externally. These 6 keys are what has saved my marriage, what has made our marriage better every single year. If you are having relationship trouble, I want you to know it always starts with you. Not that you're to blame, but you are responsible for your half of the relationship. And because you can't control another human, your only option is to look at you. So much relationship drama and trauma can be healed if each partner is willing to look within themselves, look at, process, heal what needs to be done internally, and then come together and you can have the most beautiful, harmonious relationship. And once you have these tools like integrated into your life, there's no more blaming and shaming because you both take personal responsibility for yourself as an adult. And then you come together and you can create this beautiful relationship. It's the most extraordinary thing. I wish for everyone to have such a beautiful relationship as I do, but I want to premise it didn't just magically appear out of the sky. We did the hard work time after time after time after time, and after a while we have created this beautiful safe space, and that is my wish for you. Again, if you desire support on this journey, I am available to support you. You can book with me below. I would be more than happy to support you on your walk in awakening and helping you heal your relationship with yourself as well as with your partner.